The land is rich with flora and fauna. The animals are living happily without any worries. The king of the jungle, the majestic lion, roams happily in the wild. The lion is searching for a suitable mate to expand his pride. Oh, he found his love of life. It's a beautiful and sexy lioness. And so he started to court the lioness, but it wasn't that easy. So he tried very hard, and finally the lioness agreed to mate with him. And then they have a little calf. And the Arctic. We have the mommy Arctic fox and the baby Arctic fox frolicking in their natural habitat. The mommy Arctic fox is teaching the baby Arctic fox how to survive in the wild by hunting for food. And then we see the mommy polar bear and the baby polar bear. The mommy polar bear brought the baby polar bear to the top of the iceberg and teach him how to swim and catch fishes. Oh wait, what is happening to the iceberg? It's melting. Oh dear, we just lost the iceberg, which is the home to the polar bears. Oh look, there are humans in the forest. They are cutting down the trees. And they are building skyscrapers on the land. Oh, look at the foxes. They are trapped between the buildings. They have lost their forest home now to the humans, and they have nowhere to go. So the people from the zoo came and rescued the foxes, but they put the foxes in a very small cage. And so the horror of the captivity begins. The animals which have wide roaming area in the wild are clearly showing the sign of the stress caused by their small enclosure, which limits their movement. Oftentimes, the babies do not survive the captivity. Oh dear! The baby did not survive, and the mother cried in distress. You also see these wide-ranging animals showing stereotypic behavior such as pacing. Look at this polar bear, for example.
Oh, look, this polar bear looks so happy. He's nodding his head and he's dancing.
Yeah, he's dancing.
The fact is, the polar bear is not dancing and is not happy at all. The polar bear is very stressed because it is being confined in a very small cage. In the wild, a polar bear requires a big, large space to roam. To prevent the captive animals from developing this stereotypic behavior and to reduce the infant mortality rate, the zoo people came up with enrichment programs for the captive animals. For example, the zoo people gives a ball to the lion to play with, so that the lion would not be bored and stressed in the captivity. But of course, this is not the best solution, as animals with big home range are not suitable to be kept in a small enclosure. For wide-ranging animals such as the lion, the best solution will be in situ conservation, which is to let them to be free and wild in the natural habitat. These big animals require a large space to move and hunt in order to survive. Therefore, preserving their natural habitat so that they can live freely in the wild is the best solution. After all, these wide-ranging animals belong in the wild, not captivity. The end.